Hi, I'm Gary Smith. The subject of my talk this afternoon is the legacy of Church Father Justin Marty. Last year, 2021, I took an ancient church history course at Greenville Presbyterian Theological Seminary, which is located in Greenville, South Carolina. The class studied in detail a number of the better-known church fathers, what they taught, notable events in their lives and ministries, and the periods in which they ministered. Historically, there were about 100 church fathers. The question is, who and what were the church fathers? And the answer is, they were the heirs of the apostles. They ministered in what is referred to as the patristic era. This period stretched from roughly the 2nd century to the middle of the 8th century. Some of the earliest church fathers were disciples of the apostles themselves. Polycarp of Smyrna, as an example, was a disciple of the apostle John. Justin Marty particularly fascinated me. And the reason my interest in him was he, like Martin Luther, spoke truth to power. Justin Marty was born about AD 100 to pagan Greek parents who lived in Samaritan territory in Palestine. Justin was an intense seeker of pagan wisdom. Justin went to Ephesus to study philosophy. Ephesus was located in what today is modern Turkey. At Ephesus, Justin studied philosophy, rhetoric, history, and poetry. And Justin, in turn, was a Stoic. And then he became a Peripatetic, which was a follower of Aristotle. He was a Pythagorean, which is a follower of Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher. And finally, he became a Platonist, which of course was a follower of Plato. Justin described in one of his last writings that has survived, entitled Dialogue with Trypho the Jew, how he became a Christian in Ephesus. He said that one day he was meditating on a beach where he just happened to meet an old man. And Justin engaged him in conversation. Justin told him about his search for philosophical truth. And the old man was a ready witness to the Christian faith. And he proceeded to tell Justin about the prophets of the Old Testament who foretold the coming of Christ. Justin went and found the ancient books of which the old man spoke, studied them, and was converted. And Justin was baptized in Ephesus. Justin moved from Ephesus to Rome, where he established a school of Christian philosophy. This was during the time of severe persecution by the Roman Emperor Antoninus Pius in the years 138 to 161. About AD 151, during the persecution, Justin addressed a letter called the Apology to Emperor Antoninus Pius. Justin addressed the charges with which Christians were being accused. Christians were called atheists for rejecting the pagan gods and guilty of all kinds of impiety and wickedness. And Justin said in the Apology, "We confess that we are atheists so far as gods of this sort are concerned, but not with respect to the true God, the Father of righteousness and temperance, and the Son who came forth from him. We worship and adore, and we declare to everyone without exception who wishes to learn as we have been taught." Later, Justin reissued the first Apology, together with a supplement called the Second Apology, which was addressed to the Senate of Rome. And Justin was charged with impiety toward the gods, and with 6 companions was scourged and beheaded about the year AD 165. Authentic records of the martyrdom and the martyrdom of 6 companions still survive. They could have escaped death by recanting, but they chose martyrdom. Thank you very much.